Hey, welcome to A Bit of Truth. My name is Paul Heidt, and we're in a series on the life of Joseph, a devotional called 12 Steps Up. And every step is a test that God is revealing weaknesses so He can pour in His strength to help you reach your life purpose. And so today I want you to read Genesis 39, verse 11, all the way through to the end of Genesis chapter 40, verse 23. And today we're talking about the prison test. And the prison test is simply when you feel life is unfair and you're being passed by and God doesn't care, and people don't seem to care, nobody cares. That's the prison test. And let me tell you something, prison test is a long test because God is trying to put something, add something to your character called perseverance. And so Joseph passes the purity test and he gets penalized for it and gets thrown in prison. And it's not fair. But I'll tell you something, just because you're a Christ follower doesn't mean life is fair. But God is always good. And God looks after Joseph in prison. And He arranges situations so that He interprets a baker and chief butler's dreams, and he gets promoted in the prison. But Joseph gets tired. He's getting tired of this test of perseverance. This prison test is really what it is. And he wants to get out of there. So when the chief butler gets out, he says, "Remember me, I was put here wrong. Get me out of here." He's trying to cheat on the test, and you can't do that. Because if you have a great life assignment, it requires great character formation. The greater the destiny, the greater the character to reach and stay where you're at. In fact, here's a great scripture in Romans 5 that says, "We glory in tribulation," or like the prison test, "knowing that tribulation produces perseverance, and perseverance, character." You've got to have perseverance in your character. And whether it is something like Joseph, you know, we think, well, perseverance, is that the same as patience? No, it's not. Patience is when you wait 30 days, or you wait 30 minutes, or you wait 30 seconds. Perseverance is when you wait 10 years in prison like Joseph may have, or 20 years like Isaac and Rebekah for a baby, or 25 years like Abraham and Sarah, or 40 years on the backside of a desert before the call of God manifested in Moses' life. That's what perseverance is. And God knows you've got to have it in your life in order to step up and fulfill that calling. And so I'll tell you, it's not easy because it's long and you want to get out of it, but you can't. And sometimes you just feel like it's not fair. Everyone gets promotions before me, gets jobs before me, they get the scholarships before me, they get the car before me, they get the spouse before me. God, this isn't right. But let me tell you something. We walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. Don't focus on your feelings during the prison test. Greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. Philippians 1:6, "He who began a good work in you will perform it to the day of Jesus Christ." He has plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope in the future. Don't throw in the towel. Joseph didn't throw in the towel. And when the perseverance was a part of his character and intact, God brought him before Pharaoh and brought him into his destiny. And when your perseverance has come to its full course, God will bring you before your Pharaoh, and you will be promoted, just as Joseph, and you will come into that destiny, not only just to reach it, but to stay there and to be fruitful there. The prison test. It's terrible. It's painful, but don't rush it. It's all a part of God's providential plan for good.